I have a metal rod in my leg.
A warrior's not about perfection, or victory, or invulnerability. He's about absolute vulnerability. That's the only true courage.
What kind of training do you think I could do? I just had an accident.
The accident is your training. Life is choice. You can choose to be a victim or anything else you'd like to be.
Just ignore what happened to me?
A warrior acts, only a fool reacts.
What if I can't do it?
That's the future. Throw it out.
Well, how would we start?
There is no starting or stopping. Only doing.
Let your balls hang, baby. Yeah. Let your balls drop. I feel like a lot of young men are scared to grow up. They're scared to let that inner child that's always crying, that's always a victim, that's always weak, go. Because that part, that victimhood is like a comfort blanket. You know, it's like a warm hug from a mother when you've just stubbed your toe. When in reality, I feel like when you do grow up and you don't have your parents around and you don't have anyone around you to, baby you, you need to deal with things alone. And a lot of young men that I see, because I work in a school, a lot of young men are so pampered. They're literal babies, and they're really soft for this world, you know. And they have a lot to learn. And I know you guys. I feel like a lot of you guys have the same issue. You want to grow up, but you're so caught up in this version of yourself that you feel like is you, but it was never you. You were never meant to feel this weak, this kind of like crybaby energy. Like that's the best way I can describe it. I don't even have to be too graphic or too vulgar about, describing it. It's literally the version of you that's a pussy. It's a bit harsh to say, but we're not talking about this toxic, oh, I'm strong, you're weak kind of thing, but we're talking about this mentality where people are so attached to their victimhood, whether it's their loneliness, whether it's their pain, whether it's their suffering, whether it's being fearful of what people think of you, whether it's not finding confidence in who you are or figuring out who you are in the first place. I feel like that concept of letting your balls drop is so powerful for a guy. It's literally me saying, I don't give a fuck about what you think about this video. What do you think about me? Because I'm still a young man. I'm 24 years old. Many of you are in the same age bracket. You might even be older. But you might recognize this version of you that I feel like never actually received strength. Never actually received love. That version of you that's in a dark room, crying. And I feel like you see this in many people who portray themselves as strong, but they're actually crying inside. And that inner child of that exists. I'm not saying that it's toxic. I'm not saying that it's not necessary. Like, you need to have that part of you. That's part of growth. And that's part of evolution, is that we start from that crying baby, and over time we become stronger and we're able to deal with emotion, we're able to deal with challenges. That's not the point that I'm trying to make. What I'm trying to teach you guys and what I'm trying to kind of preach, and this applies to me too, because I always had certain mentalities or certain mindsets holding me back from succeeding, whether it was YouTube, whether it was in school, whether it was in life, or whether it was getting that dream job, getting that dream girlfriend. It was the fact that I felt like I was against myself, that there was a version of me that was so weak that I needed to overstep that version of me. I needed to let go of that version of me. Or I need to just let my balls hang, let my balls drop as a man. Like, I don't even have to get too deep into it. I think you guys get the point. But how many of you felt like in different moments of your life, it might even be this current moment, you felt like you're weak, like you don't belong, like there is something that's missing about you, or there's a part of you that just feels so weak, so weak. And so I genuinely want to think about, and what I genuinely think about every day is like, what parts of me need to die? And that part of me that craves attention to feed this version of me that wants to be vulnerable, that wants to be weak, that wants to cry for this victim mentality, like trying to keep this victim mentality up. You see it all the time. I'll give you a clear example. You're not getting, yeah, the job market is fucked. Like everyone knows currently, everyone's complaining about it. But you can go get yourself a job today. You can go get yourself a job by going in and handing in your resume, that CV, contacting that person. But none of us let our balls drop. And so we create this victim mentality around why we're not getting X thing, why we're not achieving our dream, why we're not achieving a certain target that we set for ourselves. I got my dream girlfriend, and we've been together for a strong year, like, and it's been the best relationship ever. I got that when I was like ready to lose everything. When I was like, you know what, I don't care if I lose this girl. I don't care if I get rejected. I'm gonna let my fucking balls drop and I'm gonna go all in and I'm gonna say, you know, and I'm gonna tell this person, I want you. I want you in my life. And I fought for that person. And here we are a year later, strong. And you know, like I feel like that concept of letting your balls drop, you can take that anywhere with you, whether it's that job interview, whether it's like going to the gym and, you know, putting a hard session of, you know, now fuck how tired I feel, but I'm gonna push forward. It's taking that weakness out of your soul. Or you want to read books, but you always stop yourself by distracting yourself or saying, "Oh, I'm not a person that reads. I'm not good with books," or whatever excuse you come up with. That part of you that makes an excuse every time you want to push beyond your limits and achieve your potential. There's always that one part of you, and I call it the victim brain. Like I just feel like it's a loser. It's a victim, and this is not in this whole. I don't want to use these toxic manosphere terms. I genuinely feel like they don't achieve much, but I think everyone can recognize, and even in psychology, there is the patient that doesn't want to let go of this victim mentality, and those are the worst type of patients because they are not willing to heal. They're not willing to change themselves because they would rather choose to be a victim and constantly vent about their problems rather than taking action on it. And there's the other type of patient that lets go of this mentality, and that's not the reason why they are there in therapy. And they are there because they want to change themselves, they want to transform, and they're willing to let go of that weak version of themselves. So I want you to push this fucking movement of letting your balls drop, man. Let that shit go. Let it drop. Go all in. I mean, a great example um is this social media space. I mean, oh my god, I've gone on TikTok and the things I see. Now I love people making content. I love that people are getting another avenue to make money, to succeed, to have these opportunities to change their lives. But the kind of victim mentality they portray sometimes is insane. It's absolutely insane. And I really love those people who don't cling on to the version of themselves that is here now. Like they are free to let this person go and literally let the balls drop. I think if you guys reflect on any moment of your life where you've achieved something great, you let your balls drop. You genuinely let it drop. You couldn't care anymore. You were ready to lose it all. You're ready to lay it out on the table. And genuinely, that's when you succeed. When you don't care about failure anymore, when you don't care about rejection, when you let go of that victim mentality, that victim version of yourself that's always crying. What the fuck are you crying about? Breathe, breathe this air that we've been given, this light, this amazing life that's full of beauty and fullness. And as I sit here, as a young 24-year-old, not perfect, as imperfect as it gets, actually. This stage of my life is a complete mess, but what a beautiful mess it is. And that's what I want you guys to like pick up on is fuck it, man. Let your balls drop. Live your life. Go for the best job. Go for the best girlfriend. Go for the best of the best and fight for the best of the best. Prove yourself worthy, not to others, but to yourself, that you can do it. Now you've done it before and you could do it again and again and again. The thing about the millionaire or the billionaire is, yes, they have all these facilities and all these resources that they built up, whether it's their company, whether it's their ability to make money, whatever skill they developed. You can take away their business, but their ability to make that billion will always stick with them. They know they've done it once. They know they can do it again and again and again. They know how to succeed. They know they've developed the skills, the experience to do exactly that which is earn $1 billion. They know how to do it, and they can do it again and again and again and again. And that's the thing. I feel like most people, the moment that they free themselves, that they let their balls drop, man, let the balls drop, is the moment where they will become their best version. And I'm so excited for that version of you. I'm so excited that version of myself. And I know there is so much to this life. So let those knots hang and let those balls drop as far to the floor. We don't care anymore. We literally don't care about that bitchiness that you're not a kid anymore. And shit happens, you deal with it. Fuck. Like, honestly, if you're watching this video, you're already blessed. Then, what's that, 80% of the world or 90%? There was a statistics on what percent of the world has access to internet, and it's insane. You're blessed. So yeah, come on. Every day, let your balls drop. And that's the movement that we're gonna fucking push. Don't give a fuck. And let it drop. And literally be fierce and go after what you want. Fight for the physique that you want. Fight for the girlfriend that you want. Fight for the job that you want. Recently, I went into the office and I said, guys, and I promise you, this is not allowed technically in my workplace. I was like, I don't want to work full time anymore. I want to work 4 days. I want 1 day off for myself. And I sent the email through. I really fought for it, and I got the 4 days. And they made an exception. And exceptions are made for those who let their fucking balls drop. If you're too scared of saying, oh, what if I ask for a day off and then they fire me? Fuck all that. We can't wait for others to give us what we want. We fight for it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking video. Let your fucking balls drop to the ground and become the best version of yourself. Let your balls hang, baby. No Diddy. Oh my god, this is like the sussest video I've ever created, and the sussest title that's going to be given to the video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.